Hi, welcome all. Today our topic of project is the canteen management system. So by team, it is created by Jay Balai team. So we are the team members of Karthik, Mukesh Chaudhary, Vivek Vasreddy, and Venkatesh Nagendla. We are 4 members doing this project. So the canteen management system, introduction, development, integration, and testing, implementation, evolution, and future. These are the main continents of the project. So from the introduction onwards, Venkatesh will carry on. So Venkatesh, he gonna explain about the introduction of our canteen management system. Thank you.
Thanks for forwarding to me, Karthik. Myself, Venkatesh Naginla. Hello, everyone. Now I want to discuss about introduction of Karthik canteen management system. A canteen management system is a collection of software tools providing an online environment for canteen interactions. We know that there are some typical includes a variety of online tools and environments such as an area of kitchen, posting of food materials, such as customer order and handouts. The system will be hosted on a cloud environment, means that will take advantage for cost management and scalability in case we will expand. All process and resources should be evaluated and proven a considerable ROI. Can you next slide, please, Karthik? Now we will discuss about basic elements of canteen management system. There are add food item name management and add food category management, add employer user as a staff, add customer registration management, and add food order management, generate invoice management, track and record the payment status, summary management, record report used by admin, managers and chef. These are the some basic elements of canteen management system. Next slide, please. Uh, we have ideal course management system functions group. These are the three main areas: communication, management, and development. First, we will discuss about communication. Communication is the most important one. If we don't have a communication between a customer and a worker, then customer will not satisfied. Now we will discuss about the management. We have to manage the store and items, products, and canteen templates according to the customers. Now we will discuss about the development. According to the customers, after communication, and we will have to develop like software development and hardware development, etc. Next slide, please. Now we will discuss about outline current steps. Those are CMS features, PHP framework, code compilation and optimization, development, integrating and testing, utilizing RDS, testing basing function, infrastructure, software, application modules, evaluation and future work, objectives and future work to explore. These are the few points about introduction. Now my friend Mukesh will discuss about the development part. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagarjuna. The main motive of the main objective of our canteen management system is to make it ease for the users and to make it friendly for the management too. It's nothing but in this project, my role is like the development. It's nothing but this is the UML use case diagram of our canteen management system, and a client, and it contains the different modules like info, class info, activity info, grades info. This is the example related to our canteen management system. Uh, and the and this is the PHP framework. By using this PHP framework, we created the web page, and let's see how this diagram help us to compile the code. And here, a PHP code will run as a web server module. In order to use the PHP to build websites, we need to configure HTTP server to work with the PHP, and we have to use a pre-bundled XAMPP solution stack for running PHP. And let's go to the architecture of this. Here, when we create the PHP code, and it will take the tokens. After taking the tokens, it will press it like a asynchronous, and we will compile it. Uh, well, after compiling, it converts to the source code to machine code. And in this machine code, there is a opcodes. Opcodes is nothing but the its contain address, uh, and it will execute the CPU. And there are some different elements which will integrate the opcode to uh, user code. And this is the process of the compilation. And here the standard PHP library is packed with PHP and provides the collection of classes and interface. And the copied PHP source file code in htdoc folder. And here the thing is, we want to install this XAMPP on our computer, because we use this XAMPP application to convert our code to machine code. And this by using the Apache, we open the XAMPP folder, and we have to open the web browser, and this is the local example of the local host. And this is now going to the code optimization. And this code optimization is nothing but we have uh, there are duplicate functions. The duplicate functions sometimes we have to remove. Nothing but while we using the application, we may enter the each item the twice or thrice, because there are many people using the application. At the time, they may enter unknowingly, they enter uh, uh, item which was already exists. So at the time, this code optimization helps us to remove the duplicating items. And this debugging and profile tool is leveraged to inspect the PHP code. And this is the code implementation. I implemented this code using PHP in Visual Studio. And to run the PHP code of login PHP and open the server, we open the server Apache and connected with the database. Name is created as a PHP myadmin as a uthapam. And now going to the DB connection, and this integrates to with our DB. Uh, it integrates our web page to the DB, and here the username is root and the DB name is uthapam, and it's connected to the username and password with the DB name. If it is connected, we can get this page. And these categories, all these are contents, nothing but the tables, uh, where we enter all our items in the table. And this is my MySQL database and table outputs. And I created the queries for the each table as my as per the requirement. And this is the contents of the table, and this is how the table is shown. And now going to the user interface. User interface is nothing but the login page. And when I log into the host, it will shows like that. When we enter the credentials and the password, and this is my dashboard. In this dashboard, it contains the tables and the invoices and all those stuff. And now coming to the results and discussion. Improved code by making it consume fewer resources, that is CPU and memory and performance. And these thing was all done in the cloud. So this is how it will help us to uh, use in a user friendly, and is always and we can keep our inventories and invoices and all those things in the track by using this canteen management system. And my friend Karthik will continue.
Yeah, thank you, Mukesh. Uh, yeah, hello everyone. This is Vivek Vasredi. Now I'm going to describe how to test this application. how to test this canteen management system that was developed by my friends. And coming to the next slide. Yeah, the canteen management system was implemented on an AWS EC2 instance as specified in our requirement documentation. This provides a flexible systems for integration that can change to accommodate the resource use and the other factors. The CMS CMS was written in the web app using PHP language and has an AWS database on RDS. And we originally intended to use PHP. However, PHP proved itself to be easier for our purposes. And coming to the next slide, by implementing these applications using the RDS, we were able to develop a systems that conform to our data requirements. And in this is RDS is an convenient solution that is easy to set up or operate on scale for the business applications, and it provides 6 familiar database engines. For our purposes, we can choose to use MySQL, which was specified in these functional requirement documents. And coming to the next, so the functional requirements that we met, the necessity of the framework changed somewhat from our unique requirements. Initially, we arranged to have the application to be from a student's viewpoint. In any case, we moved our center towards more regulatory purposes. Yeah, as you can see in the display the screen, you can the test analysis report. We can you can see a orange arrow indicated to the add user label. It's nothing but we're gonna add the user. Uh, and coming to the next, yeah, you can see in the screenshot. It's gonna be we're gonna enter the details of the username. User such as their username, password, and the mail address, and we're gonna submit and click that icon. Coming to the next, here we're gonna add customer details such as their mobile number, their address, and their gender, and we can also manage the customers list in this site screenshot, as you can see on the screen. And coming to the next, we're gonna make a category list such as we're gonna add any item that we need, and we as we're gonna make an item into the specific category, and as you can see in the side screen, we're gonna also edit the categories list, the items that we have put in the categories list. We're gonna edit and like we can modify it, and we can change the name, and we can delete that. And coming to the next, as you can see, we can enter the food details that we need. If we and we're gonna if we make a new item, we can enter the name and the quantity, how much price for the quantity, one quantity, and for which category does it belongs. And we can also modify them, like we're gonna edit and we're gonna modify the name of the food item, and we're gonna delete that from the item list, and we're gonna make some categories like specials. And coming to the next, yeah, this is the updated food item list we're gonna see. And here we're gonna generate an invoice report, like we're gonna give the item name, and we're gonna give the customer details such as their phone numbers and their details, and we're gonna enter the name of the food item, and uh, we're gonna keep the quantity, how much quantity does the customer need, and we can generate a report like this. And we can also add this invoice to the further list, and we can also modify the invoice created invoice list, and we can also print that, and we can also even delete that. Coming to the next, yeah, this is the invoice, how we gonna print that, and how it is listed in the category. Coming to the next slide, yeah, this is the data-wise report management system. This is the data-wise report management report. This is nothing but this is the report. If this is nothing but how a cashier does in his daily business role. He gonna close the daily report like from beginning from this time to ending this time. We're gonna get that report like how many sales do we done in the day and how many amount did we got and what items were sold in a day. In this report we can get that. And coming to the next, yeah, this is nothing but user role. In this user role we can describe we can user can log in with his credentials like his username and password, so that by signing in he gonna get that. In the next slide he gonna get that like interface like dashboard and invoices. As he can see in the dashboard he can see how many customers were ordered, how many bills he generated. And coming to the next, we can he can also add the invoices to the dashboard, like what is the customer name, and by entering the details of the food items and how many quantities does the customer needs, he gonna manually add the invoice by taking the calls. Coming to the next, yeah, here we can see in the screenshot the user had manually entered the um, invoice, and here it shows the advance payment. Coming to the next, yeah, this is the conclusion. In this end, all our new functional requirements were met according to our specification documentation. All of this was done under the proper implementation of AWS EC2 and RDS database. And next, the implementation part will be continued by my friend Karthik. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Vivek. So implementation of the code is introduction. Sorry, implementation of my introduction is will consist of three phases like infrastructure and the EC2 instance and the RDS is the main things. So we use software as WebEx and the XAMPP server and the MySQL database, the Apache server 2 and the PHP, which is one of the programming language, etc. And here we we take the system components like infrastructure and software. So infrastructure is nothing but like our AWS is a cloud source and the AWS EC2 server, AWS RDS DB instance, and VPC subnets like public and private IP addresses and gateway CloudWatch like that. And softwares we use like Apache and PHP versions of 8.0.30 and MySQL 8 and the Node++ for the research. So Canteen, next slide please. Yeah, server EC2 with security consideration and elastic I created a server EC2 like this, which names and it is also running with the public IP address. So in this instance only we can deploy the whole code of what the project we done in Canteen management system. Next slide please. So here is a database which was I created in AWS. That is nothing but RDS. So RDS is a security consideration. It can collect the all data various instances like MariaDB and MySQL and anything like these all databases can collect and give perfect relational database to the workbench like MySQL also. And next slide please. So here you go. I implemented the installing of a XAMPP, which will provide Apache, PHP, and MySQL connector drivers, and export the PHP code into HTTP docs root folder. After that, I run the web server. From the web server, I take the EC2 instance creation. So that instance creation, I created the HTTP docs folder and I extract the zip file of all Canteen management system, which was done by my developer Mukesh. So next slide is this is creation of EC2 instance in AWS. I created the instance and after that, yeah, relational database system creation. How I created a relational database to merge all my MySQL database and create an instance of RDS to use ECT and database by configuring and working the fetched data. So the Amazon RDS facilitates the deployment of maintenance the relational database in the cloud. A cloud administrator uses Amazon RDS to set up, operate, manage, and scale relational instance of cloud database. So it is not self of the creation, but also the RDS collections of the AWS. And here you go the MySQL database interface. So here PHP admin all the tables and creation of our database Uthapam. This will shows the all data fetched to our in RDS, and after that it migrating to the whole connection of queries from MySQL to RDS. So that next slide please. So that we can see the graph of the AWS how it will performing, and we can see the CMS servers and the instance of monitor health of our infrastructure like that. And here is one of the best example that I in the deployment process. After deploying the whole project into AWS, I display the database tables which is in present in the EC2 instance. So that correct in EC2 instance, fetching those all data queries and migrating with the RDS in AWS cloud service. Next slide please. So finally, the progress summary all gonna be work 100%. So deploying the configured databases, also configuring the security groups and access control, export CMS system schedule, linking web app to DB instance, and running web application, and the testing also will work fine. So here is the project description. So project description is like to develop application of a canteen management system. Firstly, we have to download the XAMPP and computer. Secondly, we have to put the PHP scripts all the into XAMPP htdocs folder. Then open the XAMPP control panel and start Apache. At last, open the web browser and access. This is our web browser URL. You can open this URL anytime, anywhere. With this URL only, you can see our project which was done by our team. So testing and locally we started migration to cloud AWS, these all things. And the main deployment, after deployment process, the URL changed so into the IP address of my local instance, sorry, my AWS instance. So these are deployment successfully, and the URL is opening with the EC2 instance public IP address. So I deployed the service to AWS, and we are opening in public. So next slide, please. So that's all. Thank you for all the whole project. If you have any questions, please mention it. And thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Professor, for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all guys. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.